All right, this picture says, Emma Watson, 35 years old, says the pressure to get married is a violence against young people. Okay, we're gonna read this before I make any judgments. Emma Watson says the pressure on young people to get married by a certain age does more harm than good. During an appearance on blah 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 blah, Watson spoke about her views on marriage and pushed back against the expectation that it should happen on a deadline. I'm just so happy not to be divorced yet, Watson said. Like, that sounds like a really negative answer, but I think that we're being pressured and forced into this thing that I believe is a kind of miracle. The Harry Potter actor said that this social pressure is the least romantic thing I can possibly think of. Had she tried to marry when she was younger, she added, it would have been carnage. I'm gonna try and say this without sounding like a hater. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Emma Watson is childless at 35. If she were to get pregnant today, like today, it would be considered on the high-risk pregnancy scale, like 35. We live in a time right now that I would argue there is the least amount of pressure to get married in all of human history. Like, all of it. You are preaching to people about marriage pressure being violence against young people while you have literally zero skin in the game. Like, think about it, chat. 50 years ago, the culture was to be married super duper early. Have kids in a house by the time you're like 20 or 22. Like, if you're 25, that's pushing it. And then go back like another 100 years. So like 1920s. Everything is about getting married. Everyone's religious. In every religion, by the way, across the world, period. You're being match-made by your parents with the local village girl. They still do that in China to a lesser extent. You're having 15 babies because 9 of them are gonna die during childbirth. Good luck you not trying not to die in childbirth yourself. My grandparents got married at 16. Yeah, that's your grandparents. What about your great-grandparents? Go back another 1,000 years, and nobles are being married off for no other purpose or reason than just political moves. You know, like princesses getting married to like the Prince of Wales in Germany. And it was that way for millennia. Right now, in 2025, I'd argue there's essentially zero pressure. I'm not gonna lie. Your parents might bug you here and there. Like, I get it. It's fucking annoying. But, like, at the end of the day, it's not like you're in the, 1920s. Who is telling you to get married? Your grandma who just wants grandkids or something? Or your parents? That's not violence. What are we talking about? I hate that word. Like, oh, it's violent. Like, Jesus, man. Chill out. Yeah, went to school till you're 10, got a job, got married at 14. Yeah, it was fucked up, man. And that's like a lifelong thing. And divorce didn't exist, by the way. Like, divorcing was not really a thing, especially religiously speaking. Getting divorced is a taboo. Now it's like, oh, like, hey, I'm gonna file for divorce. Like, that's a thing now. She lives in a bubble away from the plebs. Yes, very out of touch, I would say. That said, hear me out. Not a hater, chat. She is partially right in this paragraph. I will say, you absolutely should not rush into marriage. Hear me out before you start coming for me with your little pitchforks. Regulars in my chat know how many times I've talked about how you're gonna get half your shit taken in a divorce. I've said this many times. Or how many women, or like how women are starting to outpace men in home ownership. We watched like we didn't watch, but we read a whole article about it. It's like an actual thing, likely because of divorce. They get the houses in the divorce and then they're single, and it's like, oh, women own more homes than men. It's like, yeah, because they get it probably through divorce most of the time. It's very rare. There are many reasons to not rush to get married or give yourself a deadline. She's right. I think that it's not a terrible take, but it goes both directions. It goes both ways. I think anyone with common sense can sense that, right? Or see that, sorry. You shouldn't rush to get married when you're not ready, because it can literally ruin your life. The relationship doesn't work out. Maybe you have a kid and then you have to get divorced, your assets get divided, and like you're in an emotional turmoil for years. I think divorce is like actually one of the most traumatic things you can go through, in my opinion. Not gonna lie. If I remember correctly, the article also said because they got college degrees, men can kind of opted out of college. I mean, there's a lot of factors to it, but at the end of the day, it was an actual statistic that in certain states, women own more, like more homes. Again, I think it sucks. The divorce sucks. However, calling it violence to tell people to get married? That's a fucking retarded take. That's a bit Reddit brained, if I do say so myself. Are we calling it violence because I'm gonna try and follow the mentally ill train of thought here. Let me try and put myself into some mentally ill shoes over here. Because there could be bad outcomes as a result of following that advice? Is that what we're implying? Is telling someone to go to college violence because they could flunk out and be saddled with like crippling debt? Is that why it's violence? Is telling someone to go to the gym violence because they could hurt themselves while working out? Like, I don't know. I'm really coping, okay? Genuinely, I'm coping. It's just strong rhetorics, overthinking it. It's really not. I think these people are fucking insane. Telling someone to get a job is violence. Yeah, the job market is a slur. Hey, go to the fucking gym. Stop telling me to go to the gym. I want to eat Bang Macs. What the frig? Is telling my chat to fill out a job application violence because it makes them emotionally distressed? Chat! Is it really? The J slur? I don't know, man. We need to stop calling things that aren't violence. This is actually a really good point. Hold up, this is actually such a good point. This is the same thing as like, oh, you're a Nazi for saying something I don't like. It's like, is it actually Nazism, or are you just like upset because I said it? It's the same thing, an overused word used against you to make you feel bad. It's insane how much a word's meaning is lost in this day and age. It's because of social media. Genuinely, I think the overuse of a word stems from seeing it online so much that stupid people repeat it and then they think it's actually how the function of that is. Have you seen the current job application front lines? Those make World War II battles look like daycare now. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't take it that far. It takes the oomph out of the word. Yes, it genuinely does. Like when I think of violence, it's like blood and like there's just people getting beat up, not getting told that you should get married. That's not violent to me. Even if you take the most metaphorical sense of the word violent means like to be ripped apart. Like maybe you violently broke your heart or something. You know what I'm saying? Like your heart got violently ripped out of your chest, but it's still metaphorical. It's not literal, right? Yeah, you lose the meaning of the word. High intensity. Yeah, exactly. Being woke is a violence against common sense. I always look at Hollywood for morality and life advice. This girl was married into rich parents, went to like the most famous acting school in the UK, like probably Europe, I would say even. And she wants to lecture us about fucking violence against young people. Nah, that's crazy. Get married or don't, but calling it violence is wild? Yeah, I agree. I think it's a stupid take. Gemma, go on and get yourself some cats and call it a day, babe. There's been less pressure to get married young in the history of mankind. Yes, I completely agree. Asmon's Reddit talked about this and it had a lot to say. Oh, were you on the Reddit or something? Oh, you just DM'd it? Okay. What did they say? What did Mr. Asmonbald say? Mr. Asmonbald's Reddit. School was violence for pressuring me to study for tests. Work is violence for making me get out of the bed in this morning. True, but like actually though, I told you guys, remember like you sit up in your bed and you're like, frick, I don't want to go to work today. I don't want to go to work. You sit up and you're like, I want to violently hurl, right? You want to violently vomit. The way they try to tell us every employer would be asking for a GPA on a resume. Meanwhile, I know people with whole psychology degrees that had to resort to working on Amazon. Your words are violence for making me remember school. Is that just like a word for like getting triggered? Is that the new like violence? Silence is violence? Wait. I think I'm onto something. Silence is violence. Not having an opinion is violence. I've been told that a lot, actually. That I'm supposed to have an absolute, like, I have to have an opinion on everything. It's so cringe. She's ignorant about how ignorant she is. True. Yeah. Rich and famous since she was a kid. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. That's such a classic. People call things violence just to justify performing violence in response to it. Words are violence. It's just a justification to punch or kill you for words. True! Actually. Yep. Stop the violins! You have a different opinion from me? That's violent. Fuck them, if you don't want to talk about something, just say I don't know, okay? Yeah, I would rather not say something. Like, if I don't know anything about anything, then I won't say anything. Why do I have to have an opinion on everything? I don't have the capability to store information in my brain about every single topic. And even then, you could argue that your view of the world is warped because of your position in the world. Like, I can't relate directly to someone that lives in Africa and has to, like, walk 10 miles to fetch some water. Like, yeah, I could read about it, but that's not, like, not me experiencing it. Yeah, I don't know. There's, like, there's a variety of factors. Truth is all relative? Yeah, it could be, yeah. I could see that. JK was right. Violence equals something I don't like or that I disagree with. I hate that so much. I'm so tired of people. I walked 10 kilometers to watch your stream. I'm sorry. Emma Watson, a childless, unmarried woman who has spent literally zero time in the real world, wants to lecture everyday people about getting married and having kids. Yep. Chat, I get in my Bugatti and then I have to, like, I have to get out of the car and interact with peasants! Also, getting told that I should get married is violence. Don't forget that.